if we're going to look at antinatalism and dog culture, then we can't be shallow. We actually have to look at this through a wider lens. So this person says that a human-centered version of antinatalism would be terrible for dogs. That's not true. No more humans means dogs aren't kept or sold. Now they aren't profiting anyone. How the hell does this benefit dog culture, which now no longer exists? How does this benefit dogs for that matter? Well, this person is assuming that everybody would just adopt antinatalism instantly and then all dogs would have no homes. But that's a very shallow blanket statement way of looking at it. Because remember, right now in society, dogs are overpopulating humans. We are overflowing with dogs. We have stray dog packs. People that own dogs are constantly getting dogs pregnant. But at the same time, we have a low birth rate and a low fertility rate for humans. But remember, one of the core tenets of antinatalism is to prevent suffering through the lack of procreation. So if humans started to actually full on adopt antinatalism, it would trickle down to dog culture and they would realize all dog suffering is created by dogs being overbred in our society. So some of the tenets of antinatalism that apply to suffering would end up applying to dogs. And this is going to happen. This would happen over decades and decades and decades. So that's what this post completely ignores. This would happen over decades. If you say that humans no longer exist, and then dogs won't exist because no humans take care of them, well, that's not going to happen overnight. That's not the way it would work. You're applying certain points to this and goalposts to this argument that would not necessarily be true. And remember, the entire population of the planet will never just completely 100% perfectly adopt antinatalism. So it's never going to happen the way that you try to say it might happen. But if the current human population looks at antinatalism and evolves it, like we do with all ideologies, even religions, and they look at the suffering part of it, and they realize that propagating dogs creates a quality over quantity thing where we have so many dogs that every dog that's born takes away the quality of life of another dog, then they're going to actually improve the lives of dogs if they start plugging in some antinatalism into dog culture, which they completely don't right now. But what dog culture does is push antinatalism on humans. You see, you're taking the argument and trying to focus it just on antinatalism and just on humans, when this whole thing works synchronously. Everything is upstream and downstream of everything. You can't just blanket statement act like antinatalism might be adopted, all humans would be gone, then nobody would be here to spoil dogs. Well, in actuality, some of the dogs would become feral anyways and live off of, garbage and stuff that's left over by the humans, probably for decades. But if dog culture was to start adopting antinatalism for itself instead of for humans, because you see, dog culture pushes antinatalism on humans, but not on itself. That is the deeper understanding of this. So yeah, if all the humans died, there wouldn't be any dogs being spoiled. But remember, that's not actually what dogs are getting. They're not getting spoiled. They're currently getting over propagated, and that's what's causing their suffering. People have too many dogs. They can't afford them. Dogs kill each other. Dogs take over too many human settlements. So this is just a shallow and quick analysis of it. This is what seems to be an analysis from somebody that is a proponent of antinatalism.